Last Hours of Rizal, December 29, 1896. At 6 o'clock a.m., Captain Rafael Dominguez, who was designated by Governor General Camilo Polavieja to take charge of all arrangements for the execution of the condemned prisoner, read the death sentence to Rizal to be December 15, 1896. Shot at the back by a firing squad at 7 o'clock a.m. in Bagumbayan, Luneta. 7 o'clock a.m., Rizal was moved to the prison chapel where he spent his last moments. His first visitors were Father Miguel Cedera Mata, rector of Ateneo Municipal, and Father Luis Visa, a Jesuit teacher. 7:15 a.m., Rizal, in a jovial mode, reminded Father Visa of the statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, which he had carved with his penknife as an Ateneo student. Father Visa got the statue from his pocket and gave it to Rizal. The hero happily received it and placed it on his writing table. 8 o'clock a.m. Father Antonio Rosell arrived to relieve Father Visa. Rizal invited him to join him at breakfast, which he did. After breakfast, Lieutenant Luis Travel de Andrade, Rizal's defense counsel, came and Rizal thanked him for his gallant services. 9 o'clock a.m. Father Federico Faura arrived. Rizal reminded him that he said that Rizal would someday lose his head for writing the Noli. Father, Rizal remarked, "You are indeed a prophet." 10 o'clock a.m. Father Jose Villaclara, Rizal's teacher at the Ateneo, and Vincent Balaguer, a Jesuit missionary in Dapitan who had befriended Rizal during the latter's exile, visited the hero. After them came Spanish journalist Santiago Mataix, who interviewed Rizal for his newspaper, El Heraldo de Madrid. 12 o'clock noon to 3:30 p.m. Rizal was left alone in his cell. He took lunch, after which he was busy writing. It was probably during this time when he finished his farewell poem and hid it inside an alcohol cooking stove, which was given to him as a gift by Paz Pardo de Tavera, wife of Juan Luna, during his visit to Paris in 1890. At the same time, he wrote his last letter to Professor Blumentritt in German. 3:30 p.m. Father Balaguer returned to Fort Santiago and discussed with Rizal about his retraction of the anti-Catholic ideas in his writings and membership in Masonry. 4 o'clock p.m. Rizal's mother arrived. Rizal knelt down before her and kissed her hands, begging her to forgive him. Trinidad entered the cell to fetch her mother. As they were leaving, Rizal gave to Trinidad the alcohol cooking stove, whispering to her in English, "There is something inside." This something was Rizal's farewell poem. After the departure of Doña Chidora and Trinidad, Fathers Villaclara and Stanislao marched into the cell, followed by Father Russell. 6 o'clock p.m. Rizal received a new visitor, Don Silvino Lopez Tunion, the Dean of the Manila Cathedral. Fathers Balaguer and March left, leaving Villaclara with Rizal and Don Silvino. 8 o'clock p.m. Rizal had his last supper. He informed Captain Dominguez, who was with him, that he forgave his enemies, including the military judge who condemned him to death. 9:30 p.m. Rizal was invited by Don Gaspar Sistanio, the fiscal of the Royal Audience of Manila. As a gracious host, Rizal offered him the best chair in the cell. After the pleasant conversation, the fiscal left with a good impression of Rizal's intelligence and noble character. 10 o'clock p.m. The draft of the retraction sent by the anti-Filipino Archbishop Bernardino Nosalida, 1890-1903, was submitted by Fathers Balaguer to Rizal for signature, but the hero rejected it because it was too long and he did not like it. December 30, 1896. At 3 o'clock a.m., Rizal heard Mass, confessed his sins, and took Holy Communion. 5:30 a.m., Rizal took his last breakfast on earth. After this, he wrote 2 letters. The first addressed to his family, and the second to his older brother Prasiano. Josephine Bracken, accompanied by a sister of Rizal, Josefa, arrived. Josephine, with tears in her eyes, bade him farewell. Rizal embraced her for the last time, and before she left, Rizal gave her a last gift, a religious book, Imitation of Christ by Father Thomas A. Campis. 6 o'clock a.m. As the soldiers were getting ready for the death march to Bagumbayan, Rizal wrote his last letter to his beloved parents. About 6:30 a.m., a trumpet sounded at Fort Santiago, a signal to begin the death march to Bagumbayan, the designated place for the execution. Rizal was dressed elegantly in black suit, black derby hat, black shoes, white shirt, and black tie. His arms were tied behind from elbow to elbow, but the rope was quite loose to give his arms freedom of movement. Dr. Felipe Ruiz Castillo, a Spanish military physician, asked Rizal's permission to feel his pulse and was amazed to find it normal, showing that Rizal was not afraid to die. 7:03 a.m., Rizal died in the bloom of manhood, aged 35 years, 5 months, and 11 days.